Hello and good afternoon, traders. Welcome to a quick midday update of live market profile analysis by Trade Education. This is episode 241, and before I share today's analysis, just a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Also, the information which I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade related activity. Okay, so with that, let me just quickly share my screen and let's look at what's happening currently. So a lot of nuances and a lot of references were built right from the morning. So one of the important reference which I was looking at was at previous day high. Okay, what happened was auction today opened outside the range of yesterday. So I'm just right now talking about the A period, and I was able to take a short trade. So I'm just explain how I was able to take the short trade. So I was looking at the A period, and this is where the auction opened, and immediately it went down, saw a sort of rejection, and then it was trying to sort of build higher. Yeah, so that was the auction development path which was happening. So this is purely from the first A period, when the market just opened. And I think around 9:32 is where a potential top was formed. And then, the market started falling down. Yeah. So what my trade plan was where the auction was opened. And if there are any references which can basically help me to take a very, I would say, confident trade. Okay. Or a sort of a fast trade. So first reference was the previous day high. Second reference was I was also looking at this particular HVM. Okay. So this is where the auction opened. It went below. Okay. Then it again, went higher, and this was not a this was a very volatile move, which was happening. So what happened was, as soon as the auction opened, I think within 2 seconds it just went down, came up, and it was just developing sideways around the previous day high. So this reference line. So this I was observing at 1 minute charts. Then at this particular reference is where the auction went down, and then I was seeing some sort of continuation. While I was seeing that, I was thinking that okay, once the auction reaches this level, I'll try to again short at this level. But what happened was there was no follow through. It was just for 2 minutes, and then again the auction developed higher. Yeah. So while this choppiness action was developing, it gave me a confidence that just wait and watch. So earlier this was my reference, then I shifted my reference to the previous day high. Okay. Then what was happening is then at this previous day high reference, I was just observing whether we have a breakout failure, a successful breakout failure, or whether we have a false breakout and we continue coming back to the previous day's range. Yeah. So while around 9:32 is where the tops were formed, and I was just seeing that we should see continuation. So I was like, looking for new buyers to step in, and there was a lot of choppiness action seen between this and this range. So it was just going higher, coming down, going higher, coming down, and then there was a sharp downfall. Okay, so while during this sharp downfall, once the auction entered within the previous day's range, that's where I went short, keeping my target of the A period low. So that was a fast trade which I was looking at. And the reason why I kept the A period low is because there were unfinished auctions when the auction opened. So basically, people who traded in the first 15 minutes, those are nothing but the ST, BT, BT, traders clearing their positions. And I just spotted a fast trade and took it. Okay. So that was one trade which I was able to spot. Now, second trade, so I have not yet taken any trade. I was able to spot it, but I did not take it. So what I was looking at is how secure is the low. So I was actually looking for a continuation to the downside and maybe tag this particular HVN, which did not happen. What happened is again buyers stepped in, and why buyers stepped in is because this is a low volume area node. Okay, so this is a low volume area node where buyers came in, lack of selling activity, so buyers took the entire auction again to the previous day's reference. So this is previous day's high, and again responsive selling is happening at this particular level. So this is an indication of retail players or small players stepping in and coming at a very visual reference. Okay, so right now this is a very important reference, and one of a trade, this is a risky trade, so I'm planning to take a long trade, clearing this high and then this unfinished auction at high. So this is a risky trade. So because these two are visual references, we also have one more visual reference here. This is the half back, intrabar half back, and we also have this visual reference. So there are two visual references at the lower side and two visual references to the upper side. Yeah, but overall auction is developing with low confidence. It is trading within previous days range. Yeah, so risky traders, if you want to take a long, you can take a long trade. Keep your stop loss maybe around this level, so that at least so it's 1:1 risk to reward ratio. Yeah, so it's a risky trade, but I would advise not to take it. Let the auction chop somewhere, or let the auction go down, clear this reference, and then we see that whether we are seeing some players coming in or not. Okay, so this is the current trade which I'm able to spot. We are still trading within the tight range, and I'm expecting a sort of a balancing day today. Not much fireworks going on right now, but these two are the visual references, and we also have two more visual references. Yeah, so let's see which way the auction develops. I think wait till 1 p.m. Right now the time is 12:16. Wait till 1 p.m. and see which way because right now this is the previous day's value. Yeah, so clearly there is rejection seen, and auction is developing above the previous day's value. So this candle and this candle are rejections. Okay, so we need to see whether the candle again accepts and rejects. If this rejects, then this increases the odds to tag these two references, or if we see continuation, then then this auction can be for tomorrow. Okay, so I hope you are able to get my point. But right now I'll be looking to take a long trade, but I'll be just, that's my trade plan, but I'll be just right now waiting and watching and seeing what's happening. Okay, so with that, let me end the quick session, and let's again catch up tomorrow. So start observing this level. Okay, so thank you and bye for now. Take care.